I'm waiting. They've got the deal in my arm, waiting to go back to put that dye in there and take my CT scan. We was watching people come and go. Had to take the blood and run it down to the lab and see if my kidneys and everything was all right before they put me under. I don't know why they're going to put me under, but apparently they are. So that's what they're going to do, and run that dye in my arm. And I'm just sitting here in the waiting room. They ain't much. Got pictures. They do got a phone charger here. Let's see, over here. Time clock's right over there. Everybody comes and goes and clocks in and out. We've been talking about the working population in America. It's like 4 or 5%. Time you take out all the homeless, drug addicts, people in prison, little kids too young, kids going to college, they ain't very much working class left. Stop and think about it. People that's too old, people that's disabled. I figure about 3 or 4% all it is working. The rest of them drawing some kind of check. Or too young to draw a check. Or somebody's taking care of them, or they're too old. They're sitting in a nursing home and they're taking the check. Or sitting in prison and we're paying them. So, like I said, they said they were short-handed up here. That's why I'm having to wait. I mean, there's plenty of jobs. It's just there's not enough working class people to take them, or educated people to take the jobs. So I ain't going back to work in the lab either. That's next door to here. They had to wait for the lobotomist. My granddaughter's a lobotomist. Pursed up all his blood. That guy was a little rough. He really hurt my hand. He got it all bunged up. That's the only blood thing though I got left after taking chemo for 17 weeks. I'm hoping I don't have to do that again. And if I get out of here early today, there should be some garage sales. It's raining though, so that might cut back on that. It's sure lowered the temperature, thank God, to about 80. Versus 101, I'll live with that. Just sitting here waiting. That's all I can do. Hurry up and wait. About to die of thirst. They told me I couldn't have nothing to drink. So I'm going to stick with the swallow in a minute. Got an ice cold water fountain over there. Well, I'll let you guys know in a day or two what the results are, unless they tell me something earlier, which I doubt it. I could go back to work up here. Had a friend, she's a nurse, she was a nurse up here, she retired. She said, we could volunteer. I said, I don't volunteer. I just go to volunteer at the thrift store, help the handicapped. That'd be more fun. That way I could pilfer through the junk and load up the house faster. It would be fun, though. Have somebody else price it and put it in my basket. I have a pickup load every night. Like I really need it. I only try to go once a week. That's enough. Once a week is enough. The thrift stores and garage sales. Any more than that, I wouldn't have no room to live in the house. It's getting that bad already. Pilfering around. It's boring waiting for procedures. I'm telling you, just boring, boring, boring. I dressed in red, even my red and black shoes, tan breeches, brown belt. Oh, look, the air conditioner came on. Probably works when it's cold. I'm going to start watching everybody else's videos here a little bit after I get through making mine. I've got a girl that works at the handicap place. I made some of them some wall hangings. This other little girl wants me to make her one. I told her I would. They live in a house, assisted house, where each of them have a room and they get to decorate their own room. Assisted living for the handicapped. It works out They call it that ain't a halfway house. They're there for the rest of their lives, which is good. You know, they have some of their parents has died and left them, but they're pretty functional. Here comes everybody. The nurses are coming in. I guess it's after 8. Who knows now? Well, I better let you go. I could volunteer, I guess, down here. I'd have to do it at the thrift store. I think that's more fun. Here, all you do is pushing people around, go take them to the lab or work in the lab, doing minor testing. I still got my license. I think you get them for life. You have to renew every year, but if you're 3 years, 4, 5 years out, the hospital that you usually go to work for will pay you back renewal fees so you can get back on top. It's like getting your license again or whatever. You used to always have your license, but you had to be certified, so they'll pay for your up-to-date certification. But hell, you volunteer, they should pay for something. I don't know. Just sitting here, bored. A little nervous. They told me not to drive for 30 minutes after they put that dye in there. And I can't take no metformin for 4 days. And, you know, they give you a list of crap. I already knew that. And I think metformin's got mercury in it or something like mercury. Quicksilver or something. Probably a deadly poison. That's probably what helps you out. I still like this chair I'm sitting in. Maybe I can smuggle it out. It's a little couch. I need to buy me a new recliner anyway. I think I'll just buy a bunch of them and get rid of all that other furniture. Chunk it. Well, I better let you go. Maybe call it here in a minute. Auction on standby. Well, I do that. I like these hardwood floors. I put them in my house. Got rid of all the carpet. That way I can bleach them. They're not really true hardwood, but mine are. These ain't. These are plastic. I'd rather put the plastic in myself. I think it's been cheaper, and I think it's been easier to mop. I put hardwood over concrete. That was a trick, let me tell you. They had to glue everything. We used to call them floating floors. They have a sponge under them. They have they got parent magazines up here, 2 of them. That's all they got, and a Bible. That's all they got to read. I didn't need to look at none of the 3. Sort of tired. My son's over there taking therapy right now. Our appointments were an hour different. He's about a half a mile from me. He said, well, I can drive you. And I said, no, you ain't no sense in getting up that early. So I let him sleep an extra hour. They took the staples out, but they it still got what they call butterfly Band-Aids on it so it won't tear open. But they did take the staples out. I think they stayed in about a week. He still can't move his arm, other than just a very slight movement with his fingers. He's still in a sling. These people up here wear black and red. Don't they realize black shows every lid spot, all the thing? Well, red covered up the blood if he's in surgery, I guess. So I wore red today. In case I have to cut on me or anything. Still hard to get out, I'll tell you that. It still shows up in red. I drove myself, but I have to wait 30 minutes before I can leave to go home after they do the procedure. They'll get me up and walk me down the hall, see if I fallen over or something. I could have rode the shuttle. I didn't want to do that either. Wanted my son locked the door when he left the house this morning. Well, I better let you go. It's in 10 minutes. you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Make a comment. Even if you give me a thumbs down, tell me why. I need something. Take care. Have a great day. And I really need the subscriptions.